Hello, welcome again to the Fieldhouse Library. Quick video here for Modern Marvel. And actually we're going to depart from Marvel though, as I've been doing a lot in Modern Marvel, and it's kind of a crossover. Because I've been having some thoughts in my head recently that were sprung from a video essay that I'd seen recently on how Superman is not the hero we deserve. And that's why he's not popular. Which was interesting, and it sent me off down a slightly different line of thought, but one that you might find interesting. So basically, it's sad that it has been, what, 50-ish years since we actually had a decent Superman movie. And no, I don't count Man of Steel as a decent Superman movie. Maybe I would have, if not for the whole argument I'm about to make here. Zack Snyder issues aside. Basically, I think Superman highlights some of the reason why DC is proving it can't make good movies, why Marvel is making good movies, or at least more widely applicable ones, and the tension there in between. So here's kind of a rundown. A lot of people say it's hard to make a Superman movie because Superman's this all-powerful being who... And so the focus has always been on, well, to make it more realistic, because for some reason we want realistic superhero movies, which has clearly not been the case, but DC still has that stuck in their brain somehow. And so we got to make Superman more vulnerable. We have to do this. And they're missing what's actually wrong with the Superman movies that have come out recently. The problem is not that Superman is all-powerful and unbeatable. It's easy to prove that via counterexample. For instance, let's take Dragon Ball Z. I know not all my viewers are going to like Dragon Ball Z per se, but it was a massive series. It's still bringing out fresh material now, new seasons, which are being generally met with positive reception. Some of the art is criticized, but it's not, the power level of the story is not what's being criticized. And Goku is far and away the most powerful character in that series. It's not even as though you don't have a Superman-esque character. Goku is also similar to Superman. It's like he rarely loses, and when he does, he dies. This is a Superman type thing there. And comes back. Again, Superman type thing. But so, like, that's not the problem. Even if you branch out, I mean, the way modern superhero movies are written, you know going into it that the superhero is not going to lose. You don't watch a Thor movie and not know going into it that Thor's not going to be alive and victorious at the end. That's not how we do it anymore. You know, that's not how that genre works. And so I don't really accept that. That might be a challenge that Superman is so overtly overpowered. A challenge to writing. But it shouldn't preclude the ability to make a good story. So when you try to write a Superman story, and you try to make it popular by making Superman less powerful, you're missing, in my mind, the entire reason why modern Superman movies aren't working. Why aren't modern Superman movies working then? I think it shows DC's misunderstanding of their own audience. And here's why. Because I think the best counterpoint to what's going wrong with Superman movies right now is a Marvel series that's going very well, and that is Captain America. Why? Because Superman used to stand for truth, justice, the American way. He doesn't even use, that's not even said anymore. He can't be that. And the reason is why is the people at DC, or, the studio, wherever it is, who are involved with these Superman products that are coming out, are apparently laboring under the impression that that is an old cliched way of doing things, which is no longer fits in the modern world, and that, in particular Americans, but the world just doesn't want to see that anymore. Now you contrast that with Captain America, which could have easily been the same thing. But the writers at Marvel chose to embrace it instead and say, Captain America became a symbol of America, as he always had been. He comes back, and while that symbol, Captain America is everything that's supposed to be snidely jeered at now. And everyone loves him. he's supposed to be the punchline to a joke in most, kind of progressive party philosophical debates. And people love him. Why? Because I think actually Americans still are proud of America. And it sounds sappy and it just got but I think to a degree it is. And even if we know we're not where we're supposed to be, we know there's an American ideal which is worthy and is something to be sought after. And Captain America became the symbol of that. Marvel allowed him to be the symbol of that. And so he's the guy who can say in, the beginning of Avengers 2 language, and it's a little bit of a joke, but everybody's like, yeah, but that's Captain America. He is the moral compass of everything because he's Captain America, the symbol of America. And you contrast that with Superman and the way that that's being not always overtly, but definitely undercut in his storylines and downplayed. And I think that's what modern Superman writers are missing. That the essence of how Superman was supposed to be the icon of the symbol of America. You look back over the history of Superman, I mean, you see he fought World War II, won World War II for us. He defeated the KKK. He did all these things, and that wasn't just storylines. Sometimes that was history actually playing itself out. You should look up the connection between Superman and the exposing of the Ku Klux Klan. It's actually an incredibly interesting story, but we'll set that aside. There are better places to get that information. And I guess that's my point is that DC writers now and producers are missing what actually made Superman popular. What could continue, I think, even in this era, to keep him popular and relevant. Now, here's the thing. That doesn't mean you can't have dark side. DC wants to go super dark in its stories. Okay, great. Again, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Look at it. That, while Captain America didn't ever lose those ideals. And that's what made that story gripping, compelling, and where the tension actually came from. It wasn't that you thought Captain America might lose or might die. Let's be honest, we all knew that wasn't going to happen. Where it was, can Captain America, what he stands for, can it survive these institutions, which granted weren't United States institutions, but it's clearly played that way? Can they survive that destruction? Because that's what's vulnerable with Captain America. That's what could be vulnerable with Superman. That's what DC authors won't go to. And that's why he's never going to be, I don't think, as powerful, poignant, and popular as he could have been. And you know that that's a good thing to shoot for because it's alliteration and it's 3 Ps, which is always something you should shoot for. So that's not a long video. That was just my thoughts on that. I wanted to kind of get some out there as a contrast between Marvel and DC, Captain America and Superman, and where I wish Superman authors would be willing to go. Because frankly, don't tell anybody, particularly don't tell my friend Zach, Superman is really probably one of my favorite DC heroes. Second or third. Nightwing forever. But putting that aside. So, I don't know. Take it for what you will. Love to hear you guys' thoughts on that. And we'll see you guys soon with a new video.